Don't make me do this without Tom.
Hide from Tom inside one of these 5 items.
Tom will emerge from the shed in exactly 2 minutes.
And make an accusation from the mat.
If he is correct, you've been found and must reveal yourself.
If incorrect, Tom will return to the shed and admonish himself for 20 seconds before returning to make another accusation.
The process will repeat until you are found.
Most accusations wins.
Your time starts now.
OK, so essentially it's hide and go seek with some annoying structure added to make it not hide and seek. OK. All right, whose attempt are we going to see then?
Will they stick out like a sore thumb, or will they blend in like normal thumbs, which, as we all know, are very elusive? It's Aaron, Conchetta and Mel.
I used to be in the closet, then I came out. Woo! Done. OK. I'm not a guinea pig, so I'm not going in there.
He's gonna know that I want to go there.
It's called red herring.
I don't know.
Am I obscure?
2 minutes!
I accuse you of being in the tent. I accuse you of being in the kennel. I accuse you of being in the bathtub.
Could you see?
Yeah,
What part did you see?
your knees. You're an idiot.
How did I get away?
Obviously she wasn't in the tent. Of course Mel didn't go in the kennel. She's not an animal. God damn it. Idiot. Do better next time. God.
What? Hey,
Hi, Conchetta.
that wasn't 2 minutes, that's bonkers.
I was in there for 20 seconds, admonishing myself.
Not again.
I accuse you of being in none of the items in front of the cupboard.
Again, reading wrong has undone me.
I accuse you of being in the closet.
I was gonna go in the tub, but I think you'd see me, okay?
I can see you.
You can see me?
Yep.
Smart.
If you couldn't see, do you reckon you would have guessed?
In another world where I couldn't see that you're in the bathtub.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but the fact that I could see that you're in the bathtub was a big part of why I guessed the bathtub. I accuse you of being in the tent.
Maybe.
How do you think you went?
Pretty good.
Is there a reason you removed one of the possibilities from contention?
What do you mean?
So, Mel, was your tactic just to climb in the tent and have a sleep?
I was exhausted. It was very cold.
Did you hear the...
Nope, I had no idea what had happened, and then I thought it was part of the task. And when I came out of the tent and you were like, why did you remove the thing? I was like, oh, because on purpose.
I thought it was a very elaborate double trick that
Correct.
you put it on the cupboard.
I thought the director and stuff said, oh, Mel, when you're in the tent, heaps of ducks got in and flicked all the balls out. And I was like, is this another trick? Is this... Well, I meant to go up to you and go, yeah, a duck did it. And you're like, no, that's not part of the task. A duck can't help you. That's what... Anyway, I've upped my meds and we're all good. OK.
So, Conchetta, why did you change from the bath? Why did you give up on that?
I just had an instinct that it wasn't right. And then I ended up being right. I think you said you could see my big fat ass.
Those were not my words.
So, Aaron, you said that you hid in the bath as a red herring, but a red herring is something you place for someone to see to distract them.
So I put the task card in front of the bath,
Right.
which I hid in, which is a double red herring.
Can I say that is the kind of red herring that would have worked had I not been able to literally see him in the bath.
All right, let's see who else you got.
We know they're an expert at hiding bodies. Can they hide their own? It's Rhys Nicholson. I accuse you of being in the closet. You're an idiot. I accuse you of being in the closet. The same guess, twice in a row. Of course that wasn't going to be correct. I accuse you of being in the closet. The same guess 3 times in a row. You're trying to be clever, but you're just a fool. I accuse you of being in the kennel.
What's going on with this guy?
Well, la-dee-da, look where we are again. I accuse you of being in the ball pit. Look at you, you've made how many guesses? 4, 5? You've lost count. That's how many incorrect guesses you've made in a row. I accuse you of being in the tent.
Tom, don't turn around, but how long do we do this for?
As long as it takes. One of the things was open and you still got it incorrect. I accuse you of being in the tent.
A fun fact, I lost my virginity in a tent. Little something something for everyone playing at home.
Come on, try harder. Use logic. I accuse you of being in the closet. You idiot. Get it right this time. I accuse you of being in the tent.
Hi, Tom.
Hi, Rhys.
Good boy. You just wanted to say I was in the closet most, I think.
I thought that maybe that's a joke that you would go for.
Yeah.
And then once I'd said it once, I thought, oh, it would be a double trick for you to go in there after I just guessed it.
Yeah.
And then the third time I thought, oh, it'll be a triple trick. Like now you're really gonna think I didn't say it. And then at that point I was sick of guessing the closet.
But you've ignored the fact that there's a pit of balls over there. Where would I prefer to be now in my life, Tom? In the closet or surrounded by balls?
You're always one step ahead.
I am thinking a lot about Peter Hellier jumping into that ball pit.
What do you think I should guess first for Peter Hellier?
Kennel.
Okay.
Bye.
See ya.
Rhys, you were very good at hiding and also very good at looking like a Cluedo villain.
Yeah.
So far, Rhys Nicholson is out in front in the lead, and they also gave me a bit of a clue. Next up, we've got Pete Hellier.
I think he's going to not expect me to be in here. Oh.
I accuse you of being in the kennel.
How did you know?
Rhys told me.
Well, that's disappointing. I was in here chuckling to myself, thinking, this is bloody brilliant.
Would you like to get out of the kennel?
It's like I've been born again.
When I said would you like to come out, I kind of imagined you coming out the top.
Can you go through the top?
Yeah.
Really? I'll forgive you one day, but it's going to take some time.
I only said kennel because I was calling you a dog.
I know. No, I really thought, being a man of girth, you won't expect me to crawl through that, not knowing you could go through the top with the lid. You won't expect me to be able to crawl through. And I was just having a bloody good time in there going, oh, you're winning Taskmaster, Pete. And,
All right, well, I think we should look at the scores.
Aaron and Pete both were found with 1 accusation. Conchetta needed 2 accusations, Mel 3, and Rhys was found after 9 accusations. So that means Aaron and Pete get 2 points, Conchetta 3 points, Mel with 4, and Rhys takes out the task with 5 points.
For more Taskmaster, subscribe now.